Welcome. I am Crimey Queen. Oh, just more light, more light. Yes. If you're joining us for the first time, it's the channel where we have fun with words and numbers, numerology to be precise. Okay, so we have been exploring worship, um, that I am. Of course, all those come in from the I am that I am. I just need to adjust this a little because it just moved. Okay. And it's that, well, Mother Eve is just doing her thing. So in case you are new to this channel, of course, this is about Mother Eve right now. Mother Eve is the spokesperson. She's the one who said in the scriptures, let there be light. Everybody knows that first verse. It's the third verse of the Bible, but everyone knows that miraculous verse. It's let there be light, and there was light. That was Mother Eve. Of course, and when we say, oh, wasn't that God? Yes, Mother Eve is God, and she is the said God. We have done the numerical value that shows that she is the said God, which is 6 plus 5, that is 14, and 1 plus 4 equals 5. So she is Eve. She is the one who evens things out. It's like when the creases are pressed off your clothes. That's Mother Eve. She presses. Now it's in the pressing and evening that we do not really enjoy her nature so much, because we kind of feel pressure. We feel pulled, or we feel evening out. There's a motion in that evening out. But that's Mother Eve, making us look pretty, making us even out. Hence the word Eve. So, of course, she has been evening out in her image, after her likeness, and basically, I'm liking this. I don't know if there is as much emotions as I would really love to see myself, but this is Mother Eve guiding us in accordance with her mood, where she's at. And if you follow the presentations on Crimey Queen, you will see different depictions of Mother Eve. That's where she's been at, and that's how it is. So we're just accepting that that's where she's at. Okay. So this is the sacrifice template devised from Easter time, from the story of Jesus Christ. We have also found out that Christ comes under the same numerical value as Mother Eve, number 5. And even when it is seen as Jesus Christ, we have that as well, because Jesus is 2, meaning the master number 11, and Christ is 5. When we add all this together, we see that comes perfectly as number 7. Of course, number 7 is the serpent. When we do the numerical value for the word serpent, is 7. When we do the numerical value for earth, so earth, E-A-R-T-H, which is also heart, so this is 1, 9, 2, 8. And we add this together, this is 25. 2 plus 5 is 7. So serpent is 7, heart is 7, the earth is 7, and we see that we were created in 6 days, and the 7th day of rest also encapsulate all makeup, or all makeup encapsulates the day of rest. We see that Mother Eve is very much alive in this scenario. And as 5, of course, as the 5-pointed star, as the 14 gods, that we are the embodiment of 14 gods in Genesis. And this is where Eve, actually, with the 14 gods, so there she's not as the serpent, she's as the snake, because she's been in the eve of the night. She's been in the eve. Eve is like being, as I say, Eve would be that line, that line. Perhaps it's no wonder we are always on a line, always online, but that is Eve. And so this is the serpent stretched out. But of course, as the serpent, we know it's going like this, you know, it's just going along. It's forming sevens on top of sevens and into sevens. We could say that. So, interesting, very interesting. Okay, now, of course, we have Eve right there. So, I really want to, the word that, I thought I would just do this exercise on the number 13, which is that we are dots, as I have here. We have seen that. And I wanted to do that we are atoms, of course. We know that. Scientists have gone through a great deal to show us that. ATOM. And atom, when we do the numerical value, of course, but we'd have to have atoms because Mother Eve is right there. It's not alive until Mother Eve is there. Not one atom more. Okay, 1, 2, 6, 4. When we add this together, we have the number 13. If we have the S, it would be 14, which is Mother Eve. When we add this together, is 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. So, that's interesting. That is just so interesting. And we were taught to, the way I have seen it is that we were actually taught to dislike, inadvertently, of course, dislike our Mother Eve, the atom, or the atoms, or Eve, our mother, the serpent, the snake, the snaky, the sly, the Satan, the Saturn. We have been petrified or learned to be very fearful. And it's no wonder in the story of Moses and Pharaoh. I think she had to really beckon Moses to pick her up. There was the rod, and to pick up the rod, and she said, well, pick up the rod. Of course, it is, we often hear, and God is as He, God is He, but the He would not be doing anything as swallowing Pharaoh's rod, for instance, without the S of the snake. It's the S when it turned into the snake, the serpent. That's when everything came alive. So we can see he was scared, but she was helping he to really, that is the two aspects, that's the different aspects of the serpent's makeup right there within us. The he and the her, or hers, is all part of our makeup. So her, and it's as though there's an aspect of her that is okay, so the serpent is at the back to say, I've got your back. I've got your back. It's just reassuring he or her in that moment, I've got your back. So why have we been taught to really not like the serpent, be fearful of the serpent, and of course we shortchange ourselves in the fact that we don't get to know our mother, we don't get to form those relationships that are so vital for our makeup. This is the first relationship that we need to understand and create the bonds that are necessary. So we create a degree of bond with our mother, but then we are told that she is evil, and of course she bears after the mother evil, or Eve, which the evil one in the garden. So we have in the back of our minds a message that is not very appetizing, and it plays out in our life. It sips out every now and then. So I've been looking at the word that. We have seen from the word that there is THAT, and we looked at her. We were told to always look at the two end of the letters, the two end letters of the word, which is a good thing. But now, like Christ turning the tables over in the synagogue, we are looking at the whole. Looking at this, we already know about it equals to, but the fact that we are looking at what's within the circle also provides us more meaning for what's out of the circle. This is where it was said, and in the beginning was the Word, okay? Or in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. So we see what was in here. And we move on to the second verse where it says, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and there was void, and there was that sort of thing. So without, our attention immediately is directed to what is without, what is with, but out. So we've been hearing out more than what is without. The word with has a connection, so it's with, and it actually equals 6, and it's like saying we have the 6, we are out, meaning when we are out, the word out is 11. 2, 3, 6, that's 9, 10, 11. So plus 11, 1 plus 1 would be 2. So basically it's saying that there are 2 6s right here. Out is like telling what is in is twice of what is there. 2 6s, 12. Or there are 2 sides, or it's really giving a lot of information here. So back to what why we are going within now. We have seen that HA is that which is the vibration. It is 8 and 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 is birthing. 9 is newness. 9 is beginning. It actually means beginning. And it's the third word of the Bible when it says in the beginning. So in actually is 5. The is 6, and beginning is 9. Now I'm also getting, oh, wow. Okay, so 5 is also 6. This is why I'm going like this. This is the aha moments happening right there. So 5 is also 6 in when we say in, because in equals 5. But when we do the numerical value for 5, it also equals 6. This is why we have in the middle of our template 5 and 6. And we see we have IN right here in the beginning. We have we are in the beginning right there. So I actually was thinking that because the is 6, so we have 2 sets of 3s in the word in that sense. And we have, I was looking for 369 basically. Okay, and so we have 3 3s and 9 in the third word. So that is very pinnacle here. And we see, as I have mentioned, in the story of Abraham and Sarah, where these are the grandfathers or forefathers of generations of the 12 generations or tribes of Israel. So it was there, Sarah, the wife of Abraham, was told she would bear a child, and she was of age, and it is said she was 90. Of course, we have found out that that is not the 90 as we think it to be, or even if it were, that is quite all right. it still works out very much in sync with 3 3s a 9, saying that 9 is the number that births. It also gives us, I think it comes to 33 as well. So meaning it coincides with the age where Christ died on the cross, meaning that 2 is a demarcation of birth, a newness. Something major was happening. This is why the number 33 we see is a master number that has a lot of mass power with it. But we are the number 33 because Genesis is, we are Genesis. We are on this journey. That's part of our makeup. The word people equals 33. The word person equals 33. Genesis equals 33. So we have got all those things available to us, the understanding of the letters. But I want to concentrate on here is that I found out of course that Ha was the expression that was necessary for Abraham and his wife to conceive. It was like an aha moment. I have got several videos on that, which is very delicious. And when you we see that the laughter itself causes a vibration, a vibrational frequency to ignite the power of being able to conceive, to have child. So basically, what I get from this, HA as in that aha or ha ha ha, however we see it, has a lot of power in it to seal one aspect of a cycle and to propel a new cycle. So another thing that I actually had seen with this is that the A in itself has the numerical value of 1, but it is found in the middle of the heart. It is found in the middle of the heart. It is found in the earth. The A is the arch. A is the arc. It has 5 aspects to it, we could say. It has 5 strokes. So when we do this, we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so we could see that Mother Eve is very present here. So we see 9 here. But if we were to add these strokes here, because the heart, you are asked to be creative. That's what it's about. Art. So we also see the word heart here, H-A-T, meaning that it is telling you to have heart. It is very much the same. The R is not there, but it still means that it has that in it. So heart. So this is 2, 4, and 1, 5. So basically, these 2 letters, when added in the numerical values of the amount of strokes, it gives us 10. And there we see 10 is also 9, because this is the 0 and this is the 1. They are just very close in relationship, as we would say. Okay, so there was something else I wanted to do around that. Of course, we have seen 2s are in harmony. They keep this together. It's like 2 is 2 here and 2 is 4. 4 is foundation. So basically 2 is rock as well. 2 is south. It means south. It means rock. It means unity. It means partnership. It's the 2 as well that Sarah's name, Sarah, Abraham's wife, her name became Sarah became 20. So this is 2. And I think one of the sons as well. But let's leave it at that for now. For that, of course, we are talking about that. There's something else I'm sure I really wanted to say about this. It's aha or aha, but it's just the The wonderful thing about laughing is beautiful hair. That's what it means. The vibration of laughter is really wonderful. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you have found this fun. Do like and subscribe and share, of course, because this is how we do it. We share to actualizing self-full love. It's all about love. Stay bliss filled, meaning be bliss, a field of bliss. Be ignited because we are planting new seeds and spill over with love.